And just like that, I'm all cleaned up, ready to head into the mountains again. This time we're headed for something really big. Mt Bryce is 11,000 right here in the Canadian Rockies. Been wanting to do this one for a long time. It's just been a process of waiting for the right window to come. You want a good overnight freeze, but you also don't want 2 feet of fresh powder on it. And like a couple weeks from now, the snow could be coming down. So I think this is it, our chance to head out there and get it done. I'm in Golden right now. I'm just waiting for Devin and Peter to show up. They're coming from the other side of the Rockies, but it's Sunday. This is the last weekend of August and the traffic is crazy, and now there's been a crash just outside of town and Highway 1 is closed. There's only one road across the mountains, so I just have to be patient and wait for them to show up. Can you even see the bottom? The rain is coming down. We're gonna keep going. It's only like 800 meters left till the summit. Might as well take it off. Might have to come back for round 2. Mountaineering, an unhealthy addiction. I'm just questioning every single step. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Just like the smallest snowball can cascade into a huge avalanche. It's just not worth it to me if I'm not going to get a view. So, Devin pushed ahead. He's going to hit the summit. But yeah, we're headed back down. I'm too excited about this mountain to do it on a day like this and conditions like this. So we'll come back another time. So we got back to the vehicles, decided to pack up and head on out of there. It didn't look like the weather that we needed was going to come anytime soon, but I still have hope that it's going to happen soon enough. I mean, we were up there in some of the worst conditions possible and survived. It was completely socked in. There was no freeze whatsoever. There's about a foot of fresh snow that was soaking wet. I mean, you take a step and a snowball comes off your foot, it just cascades into a huge avalanche. And if someone got hit by one of those, it'd be enough to set you off balance, like especially on that final push to the summit where it was really steep, like 45, 50 degrees, and you start falling on something like that, good luck trying to self-arrest. But yeah, now that I've seen the route, I'd even feel comfortable doing it solo, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And in other news, I got lots of good suggestions on that last video about my air conditioning situation. It turns out it's a really common problem on these GM vehicles, and there's a AC block-off kit that you can order. So I got one of those coming in the mail, and I'll install that as soon as I can. But it looks like the best way to do it, because then you don't have to cut any lines or anything. It's just really clean and professional. I do one hike and my van stinks like a locker room again. If only there were a creek near here that I could rinse out a couple things. It's too soon to go into the laundromat again. I think I'll try to find something to do here locally. Then after that, go get cleaned up, do a big resupply, because coming up is the Labor Day weekend and the roads are just going to be so crazy. I want to be way out on an FSR and just ride it out in peace. I don't want to join up in the circus that it's going to be. So I'm going to make myself a burrito tonight. I already cooked the ground bison and some onion. Now I got rice, black beans, double rinse, bright and shiny, all polished up. Let's air fry this for, I don't know, 5 minutes. Delicious. So Gorman Lake must be a hot spot for porcupines. There's bundles of chicken wire over in the parking lot. Just trying to have a midnight snack here on my spare tire. Big thanks to Rocco. She alerted me to that porcupine last night. And an hour later, there's another one we had to chase away. I might have just slept through it if it wasn't for her. There's another vehicle there in the parking lot overnight. It had chicken wire around it, but this morning it was all pushed down on one side, so maybe they got attacked. We're going to hike up to Gorman Lake today, see if any of these peaks look baggable. Never been here before. I don't want to sit around the van too much right now because Rocco, she's in full-blown heat. They grow up so fast. She's a young woman now. I have to slap a diaper on her overnight when we're sleeping. I can't wait till this is over. I regret not packing in her leash today though. Like 9.9 times out of 10, we go hiking where we don't see anyone else. But this seems like it could be a really busy place. So I'm going to climb up to this col and see if Dawn Mountain or Moonraker looks reachable from there. I think this is the end of the trail. There's some people camped on the other side of the lake, so I just flew the drone up in there, tried to make it quick, not to bother them. I remember when drones first started to become popular. I was hiking somewhere, somebody flew one of those big DJI Phantoms within like 10 meters of me. They're just hovering there, looking at me with the camera. I threw a rock as a warning shot. I purposely missed. Maybe I should have tried to hit it. I mean, that was back when there's no rules. It was the Wild West. You go to Lake Louise, there'd be like 15 of them up in the air, just a big swarm of them. People were harassing the wildlife and other hikers, so Park Service just banned them completely. I mean, sometimes I'm 20 kilometers into a bushwhack, I'm way up a mountain. It wouldn't bother anyone or anything. It'd be nice. There's loopholes for that, but it's just not going to happen. So yeah, when I'm on crown line like this, I try to fly respectfully because if we lost this, there'd be nothing left. This type of terrain was always a concern when I was considering getting a dog, but she just glides right over it. I've never seen her have issues with her paws. Very different experience between the 11,000 footer deep in the Rockies versus barely 9,000 footer here on the edge of the Purcells. But yeah, I'm enjoying this beautiful area. All the colorful rock. I just reading some of the entries in the logbook, and it turns out that's Holt Peak over there, so I might as well continue on, do a double. That's Copper Stain Mountain there. I gotta see if I can pull up some beta. Looks quite spectacular. Then that's Moonraker right there. I keep looking over at Moonraker, wondering if we can make a triple out of this. But you gotta go way down into the valley. You're almost starting from scratch as you climb up that thing. Pushing Rocco a little too hard. We'll save it for another time. Maybe there's another approach from that side we can try. Beautiful day in the mountains, I tell you, and I see many reasons to come back here. Just a nice easy route, class 2. I don't feel like I've beaten the crap out of myself to get up here. After some days you feel like you've been in the ring with Mike Tyson, but I'm going to try to take a different way back to the van down through there. I did a much better job packaging my burrito tonight. This time I put the flap side down, crisped it up. Now it's just like a solid unit. Yeah, these turned out really good, but I can't wait to get a campfire going, cook some ribs over the fire. I think the band should be lifted soon enough. Rocco doesn't want to be on camera, and I'm not going to embarrass her while she's wearing her diaper, but feels like summer is already coming to an end here. Hope everyone had a good one and enjoys their upcoming long weekend. I'm going to get cleaned up, do a resupply, then drive way out in FSR, and I'll re-emerge sometime next week, so I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and thank you to Patreon supporters, and I'll see you soon.